blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. I am your host, Paul Cram the Poet, aka the Drip of all trades. We're having a little bit technical difficulties with Miss Amuna, but if she can hop in, she's gonna hop in. But I have the esteemed pleasure of introducing our guest for the evening. So it's hard to really just put her in a box like this. This guest, this queen, this goddess here she's everything. She was my instructor who kind of kicked my ass a little bit in class. She's a certified trained chef, a member of the baddest poetic collective out, the Honey Drippers. She's originally from Queens, New York, but now resides in the Atlanta area, and you know poetry pops down there, man. She's been writing since she was a child, but officially hitting stages about 3 years ago. And she says the reason that she writes and spits is because you never know whose silenced voice you're speaking up for. I never thought about it in that way. Like, she makes everything so fucking poetic. You know, she's a published author again. She's just an all-around dope individual. And without further ado, let's bring up the amazing Mystic, aka PoundCake.
Hello.
What's good? What's good?
With an introduction like that, shoot, I was wondering who you was talking about.
What's good, Omari? Man, that's, if anybody don't know him, that's a wise man right there. Get with him, soak up everything he got to tell you.
Not popcorn ready.
Popcorn ready. What's up?
Well, sure. Let me get some chocolate in my life.
All right. So it says, see, we're gonna start off with the food because I like to eat, man. So we're gonna start there.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, take that how you want to take it. So so what got you into, like, what gave you that desire to start cooking like that?
Honestly, my grandmother. My grandmother was big about come getting in the kitchen. My grandmother is an older Puerto Rican lady, and you know, food brings family together. And so she was like, "You're not gonna get on my nerve being out there." So she brought me in the kitchen. She taught me how to make fresh bread. She taught me how to make, you know, authentic Puerto Rican recipes, and it became peace for me. It became my vice. I cook when I'm mad. I cook when I'm happy. I cook when I want to experiment. My favorite phrase in the kitchen is, "Come here, I need your mouth." And I've worked in professional settings, and that is my phrase. It's not, "No, here, taste this." No, "Come here, I need your mouth." Yeah. When you say it like that, it's just the command of, you know what you're about to give them, they're gonna like. And then the alternative side of that is, well, worst case scenario, at least you know you didn't like it. You could just spit it out.
So
in your case, go ahead and take that swallow.
You mean to tell me you look people in their face and say, "Give me your mouth. I need your mouth."
Come here, I need your mouth.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, "Come here, I need your mouth." Exactly like that. Come here.
I bet not working no job like that with you. I'm going straight to HR. You go. As soon as you tell me that, I'm like, wait, that's not what you meant? Oh, my bad.
Not that mouth, and then I force feed you. Here come this spoon. I'm classified as a force feeder as well.
Hey, man, well, you know what?
No, I'm talking about food. What are you talking about?
That's just who he is. Shout out to Donis, man. Thank y'all for coming through. ACN, you know it. My classmate, Versatile Vixen, and Songbird, she in this building too. Danielle, I love you, La Perla Negra. Thank y'all for coming out. Look at her. She
Oh,
always
bite my balls. They chocolate.
see you just see, and there it goes. You brought me back. Thank you. So all right, so originally from Queens, New York, and now living in Atlanta, Georgia. So poetically, how would you compare and contrast the two? Shout out General. She's so pretty.
She is, isn't she? Well, growing up in New York, it's fast. The versatility of just being able to evolve in spaces, um, food, the variety in that, and then to Atlanta. Well, my first stop wasn't Atlanta, but now I'm in Atlanta. Atlanta still has its fast pace in certain aspects, still picking up on the food scene, but I love the poetry scene here. Unfortunately, I didn't get to experience a lot of the poetry scene in New York because I was younger at the time, but um, Atlanta has definitely welcomed me, embraced me poetically. I've built family out here. So
That's what's up. See, I love like I see that all the time with like different videos and things, like the whole camaraderie out there. Shout out. What's up, Ty? Yeah, man. Don't worry, I'll be out there. Like, man, I feel like that's just I'm being drawn. I'm being so I'm definitely gonna be out there. So you never know whose silence voice you're speaking up for. Like that, when I was reading that, that really did something to me because I say a lot how poets we're doctors, and what we're saying is the medicine and things of that nature. But to hear it put like that, like would you consider yourself almost like a translator for emotions for these people who feel like they can't speak for themselves?
sometimes, absolutely. Um, at one point in my life, I felt like I lost my voice. I lost a piece of myself. I lost who I thought I was supposed to be. And then life happened, situations happened, and I had no choice. I couldn't stay in that place of being silent. And that pen and this pad, or in my case, my cell phone, became my outlet. It was saying words that I couldn't say to people. It was translating my messages, my prayers that I used to sit out at nighttime talking to the moon, relaying my messages to God. It was my way of connecting with people that normally never knew my mindset was that way. So if I can say words that you can't formulate yourself, why shouldn't I?
Wow. Wow. That you know what that's what it is. Like I mean, I know we do, especially with drip, we do a lot of different types of poems, but it's some of the ones like that, for the little girl who's trying to understand what she's going through, the changes she's going through, but don't know have anybody to ask. Like I think that's really dope that you can translate that. I don't know, like poems like that, they catch me up. Like I call myself a gangster, yeah. But poems like that is hard for me to write because I feel like I get way too emotional in what I'm saying. Like I had a friend of mine who passed recently, and I wrote that piece. It's like I wrote it. I felt like I was gonna feel better, and I thought I did until I actually spit the piece for the first time, and it was like I can't say these words without crying. How can I fix that to help the listener?
Well, a lot of people have the tendency to want to hide their tears. They want to shield their tears from the world, but for what? I was told by somebody very, very, very special to me. Tears are a cleanse. Tears help you purge your system. Tears help you touch people that you never thought you could. You would be so surprised how many times you convey emotion without even speaking words. People can feel your tears. And that shows that you had passion. That shows that you had care. That shows you had love and connection. That's why you shed those tears. It was in that emotion. So why run from it? And unfortunately for me, sometimes I don't always heed the warning of the people, Omari, Jay. But I am also learning. So when I have those times where I can't convey my message, you put it down for a second, and then you come back to it when you're able to, because that means you wasn't ready to get it all the way out yet. It'll call to you. Your pen will call to you. The words will come to you at random times. You might be in the shower singing at the top of your lungs, boo-hooing to whatever song is on the radio, and then the words hit you. And you just got to run with it. Don't hide from the emotions. Don't be a Skittle.
Be a gummy bear. Oh, man. All right. So you've been on stage now for about 3 years, and I know one particular stage that you hit that I can't wait for the opportunity to ever touch this stage. But I want you, if you can, talk a little bit about Sensual Saturdays.
Hey. So, Sensual Saturdays. If you were not here yesterday for Sensual Saturdays, you missed a whole bunch. I love Sensual Saturdays so much. One, because it's family. Two, they are so welcoming and inviting. They're like, come on, it's love here. Don't be scared. Whatever you feel, you say, and there's no judgment. That's why I love Sensual Saturdays. A lot of people think, oh my gosh, you're just being so nasty. It's so erotic. Ugh, ick. But believe it or not, it is one of the most freeing experiences when you hit her stage. J. Simone does something within her superpower of making you feel like you could conquer the world when you hit her stage. You can say the stuff that you never thought you could, the stuff that people shy away from, the stuff that people don't understand. She invites you and she shows you when she performs that you could do anything. She touches her superpower and then transfers it into you. And then it's a whole lot of fun. You never know what you're going to see. Right. I personally seen a unicorn yesterday dancing out on the sidewalk. Personally,
I heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it was a fucking unicorn.
Mm-hmm. A mythological creature just out and about just for Sensual Saturdays.
I heard about that.
Mm-hmm. Well. Also, Sensual Saturdays has things you wouldn't see anywhere else. Like they were tying people up, letting you have and feel that experience. We had people doing little tricks that I can't speak about on camera. Shh, you got to come and experience it for yourself. But you know, who am I to give all the secrets?
I'm grown now. I got to get there.
You should come on. You might not want to ever leave.
You know what? You might be right. All right. So we're getting close to the part where we're gonna have to hear some poetry. So I need to know: would you like to go first, or how would you want to do this? This is your show.
Well, I have a new piece. I've been keeping stuff under wraps that I haven't really been letting out, and so the deliveries may be a little funny. But would you like to hear some exclusive, some new? I think I want to give you all new pieces. Is that okay with you?
That is totally okay with me. Totally okay with me. Yeah.
This piece is called Silent Killer, and life is life for a lot of people, and there are a lot of people that believe that if they don't know the answer, then they're fine. If they don't seek the answer, then they're fine. As long as they don't know, they're okay. Well, this speaks to the fact that sometimes you might really need to go know.
Mic is yours.
Have you ever been so scared of the results that you don't attempt the shot? Avoid the prick at all costs just so you can lie to the fading image in the mirror. Great days change into all right ones as you continue to fight the thoughts that you are not right. Wrongfully attacking those closest to you for just asking concerning questions. Your eyes seem to twinkle a lot less lately. Fatigue is knocking you out a lot more. Your appetite is shifting and an influx of empty pain pill bottles seem to invade your trash can more, yet you continue to lie to the fading image in the mirror. Random searches found on common shared screens reveal inconclusive information. Symptoms too standard to be distinctive. Sudden suggestions from your closest people go in and tell you to go get checked up. But deflection is done with empty palms, unable to catch breaks from piling bills. Besides, I'm all right. I'm good. Until you're not. Unable to hide the breaking down of a vessel you once controlled, forced to sit at random times during usually normal tasks like cooking, cleaning, walking, standing, or even just getting out of bed. Now you're your worst enemy in the war with the defeatist mindset. Stress is the sharpshooter. Pain is the spotter. Target acquired. All because you wanted to lie to the fading image in the mirror. Boom.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what was the feeling after you completed that piece?
I cried.
I can tell.
I cried because I too am one of those people that didn't want to know. And everybody goes through things, and anybody that actually knows me knows that my favorite phrase is, I'm good, even when I'm not. And what that always meant was, I put the H on my chest and handle it, in the phrase of my brother. And pain is a form of weakness. And I never give anybody ammunition to use against me. So I muscle through everything, good, bad, or indifferent. I push myself and tell myself I'm okay, even when I'm not. But it took somebody really close to me to scare me enough to want to seek information. Scare me enough to stop lying to the image in the mirror and telling myself I'm okay and actually find out if I am okay. Actually tell me you can be a superhero and still have weakness. Exactly. Mama ain't raised no punk bitch. So I actually have a poem, and that is the phrase in it. And so it makes sense. Yeah.
Man, yeah, I don't know how to match that. Uh, like I have this piece, but it's I don't know, like it's I believe this is one of the pieces that I've sent to you for you to look over for me. Um, but yeah, I think that's the only thing I have to match that. But we're gonna do the second half of the show different.
Okay.
What we gonna do in the second half of the show? As soon as we come back up and I finish with the introduction of the music or whatever, we're gonna go straight into some pieces and we're gonna talk shit. We don't have no more interview questions. We spitting and talking shit. You down?
Again, do I look like there's some punk in me? Mama ain't raised no punk bitch.
I was just told that your mama didn't raise a punk bitch, and I got it. I can't say like I can't do that.
Well, the person that actually put that up there is somebody that knows that my mama ain't raised no punk bitch. So,
Oh, I believe you know you. I believe you know you. I feel like you know you're close.
yeah.
I feel like you know you're close.
Yeah.
Right. So this piece is it's called "I Admit It." I think I gave that to you. I admit it. I have a hard time expressing the emotions that reside inside of me. The forced confidence I allow you to see is really only a mask to prevent your knowledge of the tears that are forming in my eyes. You see, I usually hide my pain pretty well. But there are days when I feel like the struggle to defeat my depression is just a fight that I am no longer willing to fight anymore. I mean, sometimes I feel like the burden of life is already too heavy, but the weight is constantly growing, creating pressures that send negative messages to my heart, telling me daily that I should just give up. And I admit it, that option does put a rare, real smile on my face. So when the struggle to defeat my depression becomes a fight that I'm no longer willing to fight, I'm completely convinced that my existence has been nothing but a hindrance to all those who have come in contact with me. I admit it. Sometimes I really hate it. I hate that I have to lie to my mother when she asks if I'm okay. I quickly tell her that I'm fine, but I only get away with that lie over text messages or inboxes because I refuse to look her in her eyes. You see, mama always knows when I'm lying. I don't need her to know that there's a war raging on inside of me between good and evil, and I'm not even sure which side my depression is on, but I admit it. I have a habit of bottling up my pain, refusing to share it until it is constantly shook and explodes on all those around me, leaving stains of my hurt on their lives. Do you have any idea how hard it is to wash pain out of a heart that lives in somebody else's chest? I admit it. Sometimes I just want to end it all. But on those days, when I feel like the struggle to defeat my depression is a fight that I'm no longer willing to fight, I reach for the only protection that I know. I grab my pen and I ink my emotions between two blue lines of college rule paper. The dam of confidence is removed and the tears that I was afraid to show begin to flow, smearing the lines, but I keep writing. I write until the tears stop. I write until the pain ease. I write until I feel like I can make it one more day. But I have to admit it. I have a hard time expressing the emotions that reside inside of me. The forced confidence I allowed you to see is really only a mask to prevent your knowledge of the tears that are forming. You see, usually I hide my pain pretty well. But there are days when I feel like the struggle to defeat my depression is a fight that I'm no longer willing to fight. But today, I convince myself to fight one more day. In peace.
You better, because if not, I'm going to come through the phone and punch you in your eye.
Well, damn. Like, you know what? Violence does solve a lot of shit. And a lot of people say that violence, you shouldn't resort to, but I'm going to be the first person to admit that I don't feel like nobody is above an ass whooping.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah, an ass whooping is the top of the food chain. And it's just some things you just, like Chris Rock said in one of his stand-ups, nobody's above an ass whooping, just some things you just shouldn't do, but I haven't totally reached that 100% point. It's just some things I don't feel like I could let you get away with without me trying to slap your soul loose. Like, it's just, like, I don't know. That's how I grew up. Like, I couldn't run to my mom and say somebody. I mean, I got chased home one time by 3, and I put them on blast. Billy Dove, Nathan Shoemate, Brandon Kyle. Man, these 3 dudes chased me. They chased me all the way home. Like, chased me home, and I ran in the house, and my grandpa was playing dominoes with my mom. And he flat out told me I could either fight him or I could fight them. And my grandpa had slave hands. Like, he had them he had them big old ass hands, and his fingers was like 2 of mine and shit. Like, I went out there and found out I could fight. So.
Well, me, I had 3 older brothers. I was the first girl with 3 older brothers.
Straight up.
And again, my mama was not one to raise a punk bitch. And so my brothers definitely took that upon themselves to make sure that that wasn't a thing. And they definitely did not hold back. It was, all right, you want to talk shit? Here. And they would throw gloves at you. Boxing gloves. Go ahead. I'll let you get the first swing. Because it wasn't going outside. and getting beat up and then coming back and telling nobody. I couldn't tell my brothers I got beat up. I couldn't tell my mom I got beat up. I remember one girl smacked me outside in a schoolyard, and me and my brother went to the same school because I interrupted her double dutch jumping. And my brother laughed so hard from the deepest part of his soul. He laughed because he was like, so you just gonna let her slap you like that?
See, it's them type of people how other people get their ass whooped unnecessarily bad. Like it'd be the ooh people. It'd be them.
No, but when it comes from your actual family members talking shit like that, it makes you want to just attack. And the bell rang to go back inside. And my first initial thought was to jump. But he's like, she already left. Don't be trying to go after her now. You should have hit her when she smacked you. I just didn't want to get in trouble.
Man, see, I was the big brother. Like I'm the oldest. But I'm also the fucking shortest. Like but behind my little sister, man, I was chaotic, man. I was really known to just be an asshole. Like if you play with me, that's cool. You know, you can get away with that. But playing around with my sisters, man, I break you into however many pieces she tell me to. I flip the dude out his wheelchair into a ditch behind my sister.
Wait. He didn't mean that. That's not what he really said.
Yes, I did.
He did cartwheels into a ditch.
Nah, he ain't do no damn cartwheels. His legs ain't work, man. Look. That man ain't do no damn cartwheels. I flipped his fat ass out that wheelchair and let him roll in that ditch. Don't play with my sister. I don't care nothing about you. You knew you had a disability when you played with my sister, cuz. So if you felt 100%, I treated you as such. If I didn't flip him, I'd have been wrong. I would have flipped somebody normal. Excuse me, but I would have flipped somebody whose legs work. So why I couldn't flip him?
I'm trying to be so good. I'm trying to be so good.
That's my sister. Y'all don't, man. I feel like if I go to hell for that caffeine, I feel like it should be a trial. And I feel like I should be able to like defend myself, because if I'm made in his image, he understood that this boy played with me and he knew he couldn't roll off fast enough. You're not going to stand 10 toes down. Why are you trying to stand up to me? Now you like the Tina Turner song. Rolling.
You stupid.
I'm playing like, man, and it's just like this lady right here, like in real life, right? Like I'm like, there's some people. I have this list. All right, it's called the unfuckwittable list.
Unfuckwittable list. Okay.
Yeah, so I have this list, and the list does have random people on it, but it's like I'm not the baddest man on the planet. God knows I'm not. It's just I'm fucked up if I have to be, So it's certain people like that's on that list, like La Perla Negra. Like she said something the other day, and she was speaking on a baby, and I'm listening to her plight and things like that. And but she mentioned the father, and I don't really know how it went, but I hit her up. I ain't asked about the baby or none of that. I just, hey, what's cuz name? Like this, I got it. Like, it's just some people, and the reason why I'm like that behind some people is because, like, for a long time, I didn't know what love really felt like, and there's certain people who genuinely love me, and it's like, first and foremost, I don't understand it, like, shit, y'all loving me a certain way that's teaching me to love my damn self,
and that's it right there.
I hated love so much that I didn't love me. Like, fuck love. Like, but I'm learning, and I'm loving the journey that I'm on. And she's definitely one of those people who just, like, at a dark moment, man, she stayed on the phone with me.
Agreed.
So it's like certain people, caffeine on that list.
Yeah.
All 12 apostles behind caffeine.
You and me both. I come through with some things for that one.
This girl say I'm crazier than a fish with titties. If she, oh no, okay. Hey, but still, you know.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could hear the audio of her saying that comment due to the fact that I hear her voice in my head when I read it.
Definitely, man. You're right. The people with the biggest heart also have the biggest inner monster. Like straight up, please let that motherfucker sleep. Like, please let that motherfucker sleep. Cause like if he wake up, he gonna be up for a second, you know. And it's like I can't say I'm the green man no more because I've always wondered how Incredible Hulk get like he ain't never get no sexual harassment charge. Like you would think him getting that big when he get mad, he got some hell of a spandex. Cause his shorts and shit don't never fucking rip up.
But in the same sense, I don't think personally that I would try to cause any ruckus at any point towards somebody that big and that green that got that much rage and got no way to put it. I'm good. I don't need him to put it this way. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you really got a point. Man, so we are halfway through the show, man. We have this artist tonight. I believe we had her on here before named Jamai with hashtag I'm free. So y'all let me know what you think.
You made me scroll through your call log. Coming home late with no phone call. Feeling like a broken record. No need to try, just skip the line. I won't stand for all your disrespect. Now I gotta put your ass in check. Feel like a knife is pressed against my neck. One false move can't win for losing. You want us to drown. Try to breathe, but how? Oxygen not found. Can't trust your mouth to mouth. Peep the selfie, see the quote, feel the love. Read the comments cause you won't be blocked. I'ma hit the hashtag, I'm free. I'ma hit the hashtag, I'm free. Peep the selfie, see the quote, feel the love. Read the comments cause you won't be blocked. I'ma hit the hashtag, I'm free. I'ma hit the hashtag, I'm free. I hope that you enjoyed all your fun. You tried to tell me she your one and done. I know you're lying cause you're stuttering. No need to pretend. It's funny how you think you're playing me. Pick up your mouth up off the pavement. No surprises, ain't the same me. You gonna get a dose of reality. It's about time you see you can't mess with me. Let the whole world see. No more you and me. People selfish, see the quote, feel the love. Read the comments cause you won't be blocked. I'ma hit the hashtag, I'm free. I'ma hit the hashtag, I'm free. Peep the selfie, see the quote, feel the love. Read the comments cause you won't be blocked. I'ma hit the hashtag, I'm free. I'ma hit the hashtag, I'm free. It's no secret, I didn't let it leak. And now they gonna be all up in your DM. Cat out of the bag, no, you gonna be big mad. Ain't no need to fake, you the first one I tag, yeah, yeah.
That was Jermaine with hashtag free. And if you are an independent artist, spoken word artist, poet, up and coming comedian that's looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also looking for the fans. So if you're a fan of great music, you can also register as an unlimited fan at blastmusic247.com, and that's also free. Blast, we're constantly changing the industry, one artist at a time. So,
I'm nervous. You're over there trying to make fire.
that man. So, we're gonna go ahead and get right back into this poetry thing. So, what route do you want to go? And
That's what I'm doing now. I'm actually scrolling to get a kind of idea. A lot of my news stuff is really introspective. It's touching on a lot of aspects brought in from outside sources. Like, for example, our very own Onyx, Ty Black, aka Onyx. He hit me with this prompt called "Help Me." Very simple, help me, and it sparked something for me. Our very own Jay Simone, I actually heard a poem that she did when she was in Alabama, and her words, it touched me in a way because at the subject matter in which she was speaking on was literally my story when I had no voice, and her words triggered something for me, and it made me write a story called Her Story. So there's another piece. And actually, you have this piece called Taboo Encounters. And you sent it to me, I want to say it was like June or July.
June.
And you wanted me to pick one because I think you wanted to spit it for a clubhouse room. And you gave me the audio, the actual audio, and I wrote to it. And I sent it to you, but it wasn't fully completed. It was more or less just to get a gauge. And I actually wrote and edited a Taboo Encounters from that piece I initially sent to you. Do you remember when I sent it to you?
Yeah, that was shit. Like early June.
But I have never spit it. I have never pushed it. This would be the first time. So if you would like to hear that route, you can go there too. So I can let you pick. I got some love stuff in the mix. I mean, I got some stuff that's not done, but it's fire. You can have some incomplete piece. What you can have whatever you like.
Ooh, don't do that. Don't see that. What's up, Alan Nally? That's one of the coldest baseball players. He was better than me. I wouldn't tell him that as kids, but damn it. The dude was a superstar. No, but you got me intrigued with this Taboo Encounters one.
All right, so do you want to run your piece and then I'll run mine?
All right. Okay. Shit.
All right. I know I got some people in the crowd. I'm just giving you a heads up. This is one of those kind of pieces. So if you just want to go walk your fish, you know what I'm saying? Milk the cat. Make a sandwich. This is about them times.
I always want to. Oh, yeah. You gotta be grown. All right. We are not supposed to be doing this. We're not supposed to be texting plans to meet between sheets at our favorite hotel room. Now that I think about it, we're not supposed to have a favorite hotel room. But the sexual tension between us cannot be denied, and boundary lines were passionately crossed. We are not supposed to be doing this. We're not supposed to give in to the lustful energy that created an erotic atmosphere, leading to me feeding on the juicy fruit between your thick thighs. We are not supposed to be doing this. We're not supposed to have our temples unguarded by clothing while you grip my head and pull me from your sweet oasis. just to roll me over so you can take over our secret sexual rendezvous, seductively staring while slowly starting a twisting and up and down motion of a gripped hand that shares my manhood with soft, succulent lips, powered by a neck that is moving in perfect sequence with its counterpart. We are not supposed to be doing this. We're not supposed to be in a position where I'm allowed to express my sexual authority by firmly gripping the back of your neck and whispering in your ear, take it. As I powerfully yet passionately push pleasure partitions apart, penetrating the passage of your precious promised land, giving your body permission to release the sexual energy that was caged within your soul. You know, we're not supposed to be doing this. But we can't stop doing this. There's just something so special about our taboo encounters. Drip.
With the music behind it and the way you spit it, yeah. So hopefully I do you justice. This is a brand new piece as far as being presented to the world. You ready?
I'm definitely ready.
We aren't supposed to be doing this. Yet your eyes scream from across the room, come here. Disrespectfully ignoring the well-dressed man in front of me. Licking your lips, fingering your whiskey glass slow as the heat from your hands control the droplets on your fingertips, staring at me. We shouldn't be doing this. But all I can think is, oh, Con. Telepathically controlling the faucet between my thighs. I shift in my seat. Splash sounds can be heard. My glass remains full on the table undisturbed. Cream is playing tag with my knees, making puddles in my shoes, and you voyeuring from a distance. Enjoying the torture while I'm trying to keep a straight face. Spinning slightly in your chair, flashing the upward print my excitement made in your tailored slacks. Then I get a sudden text. Room 143, goddess. My teeth part my lips like the opening act for the vagina monologues. Watching you leave. Maintaining my composure, but my yoni is eager to exit stage left. Trying not to be rude, but I don't remember nor care what was being discussed. Olacon was summoning me. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this. But I'm excusing myself from this table, making my way to the elevator, removing my panties at the door, entering, excited yet nervous, smelling mahogany teak wood in the air, seeing Olacon's projected silhouette dancing on scattered rose petals. The deeper I enter the room. Remove your clothes, goddess. Uttered with authoritative passion from lips sweeter than peaches. Make just do it. I shouldn't be doing this. Inching satin straps off shoulders, never evading the looking glass to Olacon's soul. As lustful embers twinkled when satin hits the floor, I wave. Confidence scales the back of my spine as a breeze of cool air stiffens my nipples. Turn around, my goddess. Up. Slowly. Moonlit hues accented my curves. As I complete my 360 spin, I'm met with moistened lips, a skilled tongue, and a raised staff. Hand intertwined in hair trailing the nape of my neck. The other affirming how amazing this encounter will be by tracing your tattoos with my goosebumps. We shouldn't be doing this. Counting down the number line until you find X. Marking the spot to my entrance. Feeling your way around. Learning the lay of the land before laying me down to forge for PoundCake. Oh.
Shit. Yeah, that was yeah, that was yeah. But
So I did.
100%.
Did you like it?
The shit, yeah.
Yay!
Okay. So that's what we own. Hey, I'm with you, Vixen. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, cause of this.
Huh? Wait, what did I miss? What'd you say?
Songbird say, and then Vixen say, and I say,
Yay!
all right. So that's okay, cool. That's shit. I don't know what to do next. I don't know what. You know what? I'm gonna let you set the tone, and I'm gonna let you throw a piece, and then I'll try my hardest to see if I could. But damn, you know what? We're gonna talk after.
We gonna talk about it?
We're gonna talk about it.
We gonna talk about it? Okay.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about taboo encounters. That was yeah.
Well, so one of the viewers said her story. So I can run that. Can you see me?
I can see you. You're there. You go. Now you're moving again.
Okay, I'm gonna do her story just because it was asked.
Okay.
It definitely changes the energy, which is cool.
We versatile. We versatile in the drip.
Right. We can go there. Again, new piece. Never delivered it anywhere. So let's see how it goes.
Okay.
Once upon a time, there was a girl who lost her way. She allowed her big heart to fall for a facade, despite usually accurate intuition. She didn't listen to the nagging feeling in her gut. The signs, nah. All of them constant appearances of flags were present, but she was too caught up to salute, let alone pay attention. Too distracted by the allure of reliability. Maybe, just maybe, she was led astray. Subtle seeds planted over time played like subliminals, targeting her instincts, chipping away at her rebuilt self-esteem. Blinded by the idea of love, she dropped her veil of vulnerability, allowing entrance into her vault of secrets, weaponizing her trauma chamber bullets like a firing squad aimed at her. She's taken slugs en masse, killing her beating heart slow, while you wiping off fingerprints, framing her mind as the killer. Her actions could do no right, and you were never wrong, so arguments lasted longer than the first 48. Silence didn't quiet the problems. It only trapped her into trying harder. Perfection was the goal. Participation trophies don't mean shit. If you're not first, then you're last. For a rig race she could never win, yet she ran like Forrest at the sound of another mental-minded manipulator's raised octave. Lowering her head in defeat, nodding to just be put out of her misery. You refused. Seeing her unraveling thread, you continued to pull at her seams, creating invisible holes to breathe through, smothering the foundation, allowing air to inflate her parachute. Then you yanked a ripcord, releasing her mind from its cage, allowing the light to meet her iris, severing the connection of the narcissist. Her eyes wide to the Jedi tricks. Love bombing, rage, woe is me fits. The once manipulated now gives 20 fucks less. She was operating in love at the expense of her sanity, bending over backwards to make you happy. Never again. Her world revolves around her, and there's no space for you in it. She is unapologetic for being selfish. She is renewed. Her voice is now her own. She's clearing background sounds of doubt out of her mind. She's relearning her worth, her value, her purpose, what love is. It only took her becoming a villain in someone's story to find her happy ending. Boom.
Fucking dope. Fucking dope. So y'all see why I couldn't wait to get her on here, man? Like this is a magical moment for me for so many fucking reasons. It's an amazing, amazing moment. Have you? I'm sure you have. The piece Transition to Being Me.
Well, I am very open to hearing pieces that don't ring a bell off for me. I need to hear a line or something. So if you just want to spit it, because you know it's more than just me on the screen.
You're absolutely right. Can you Songbird say?
What her say?
She said it would be a lot of moisture, cream, boobs, and ass in that dancery of you and her. He wants to bite the pound cake. And told me to buckle up. Buckle off. What the fuck you mean? All right. So Transition to Being Me is one of my favorite pieces because this is one of the pieces where I actually felt better after I wrote it. Like I just felt like I don't have to go do what I wanted to do. I could just fuck you. I'm good. You know. My mama told me that you was my mama told me that you were supposed to be mad at me. And we both kind of find it funny because neither one of us could truly understand why. Are you mad because I'm not who you tried to make me out to be? Are you mad because I have overcome every obstacle that you have purposely placed in my path with the intentions of killing my destiny? You see, I made it years past the age that you had the audacity to say that I will probably be dead or locked away because being a fuck up obviously flowed through my veins through the DNA pass from my father. You remember what you told me? I was a chip off the old block. Even told me that I was genetically destined to be nothing more than a damn statistic. Bitch, are you serious? Really? Man, fuck that. And fuck this. And with my whole chest, I say, fuck you. You see, I made the decision to be more than what your feeble minds could ever fathom of me. What I feel about me is way more important to me than any words used against me by dumb dicks and ignorant chicks for the sole purpose to crush my dreams and admirations. You didn't expect me to be mentally strong enough to realize that my final destination was not in your fucking hands, but it is in a room that has no windows and no doors, but the roof is missing. So I'm sure you understand the only direction I can go is up. Despite all your verbal assaults, I found an inner peace through the soul of my pen. Excuse me. My apologies. How very rude of me. Let me introduce you to my pen. My pen is equivalent to a Smith & Wesson 38 Special that sits comfortably between my fingers. And it has a hair trigger, and it is loaded with armor-piercing ink. It can be used for correction or disruption, protection or destruction. Many years past the time in your mind I was supposed to die, I stand tall before you living. The vicious verbal attacks of the days of my youth that I thought was going to kill me turned out just to be a formality, a necessary component to awaken up the beast that was dormant inside of me, but now that beast has been unleashed. The electric shock collar has been removed from what some consider a poetic Saurus Rex, and I have been biting fear, squaring the ass, and embracing real confidence. My emotions were given permission to verbally be expressed, so a poetic tirade I have been on ever since. I can't believe that you had the testicular fortitude to ask my mother if I'm willing to let you make up for time that was missed? Man, I might have to dig deep in my pocket so that I can find the biggest. Fuck that. Fuck this. And with a smile on my face, I say, fuck you. You see, I'm the greatness that you tried to take from me. You force-fed me lies and told me that I must accept it, but just because you put it on my plate doesn't mean that I have to digest it. I'm throwing up on you negative motherfuckers. Regurgitating the esteem-killing energy that dwelled in me for so long without paying rent until I went to the eternal court of my soul and got papers to evict all of that bullshit. You see, I found peace through the 38 caliber that sits comfortably between my fingers. I'm not who you tried to make me out to be. I am a strong, confident, intelligent, talented, dare I say handsome, black man. And if you need any future correspondence, make sure you address me as Mr. Paul Cram. In peace.
Talk your shit, poet.
Man. Yeah, that was one of those pieces, man. I was like, when I finished writing, I was like, you know what? I feel great.
I understand. I get that 150,000%. You said another, like the fuck that you said was felt deep down in your chest. I felt it.
Oh, it was meant from the bottom part of my soul.
I feel that. I felt that.
Okay. So we definitely have time for one more piece. And after those pieces, I want you to let everybody know what you got going on, how to follow your pen. Also, before we get into that piece, I need you to discuss your book. We have a book. So please let everybody know your book. Where can they find your book? And then we'll get into the pieces. And you're going to end the show. I'll come up with something. I'm going back drip.
Oh, I'm trying to steer clear because I got people who'll be like, no, don't do it. Oh my gosh, cringe. But if you want to, I can ride with you. I can go there with you.
Bet that up.
All right.
I'm sure going.
I think I got this one in the back of my head. All right. So as far as my book goes, I am a first-time published author. Yay! This year has been a year for me. I put my book out. It's called Ride the Wave of Poetry. Unfortunately, I did not have one on hand because I was running. But it is a poem book of 30 pieces of poetry. And the challenge was presented by Geronimo Tat. So I give all praise and big ups for him to push that to me. And it was basically, you write a poem every day for 30 days and you will be able to have a book. And he wasn't lying. So I have a book. It is on Amazon, but I do not prefer you to go there due to the fact that my distributor is being a whole butt. So please feel free to holler at me directly. I will personally write you a personalized message, gift you a personalized gift from me to you. Also, all you have to do is hit me up either on Instagram, Facebook. On Instagram, I am CaramelKiss827. You should see Mystic pop up in the tagline. On Facebook, I am Sarah G. Also, Mystic should pop up in the tagline. On that lovely thing that my boo thing, Caffeine, likes to run and pop up on TikTok. You can find me there, Caramel Kiss. Mystic should pop up there as well. And all streaming platforms also. You can find me in these Atlanta streets. You can find me on other people's streets. I'm in North Carolina. If you need me, my pull-up game is strong. I might pop up in the city near you, so holler at me.
That's love.
So you want me to go first, or you want to go first? How you want it? How do you want it?
I'm gonna go first because I want you to close the show, actually. But I'm gonna give you, options. So we have attitude adjustment, We have the Come Here piece that I'm going to need retitled soon. Both of those pieces will end up on the EP.
Hey, let's go, EP.
And we have... You know what? No. Just between those two.
All right, bet. Let's go attitude adjustment.
Attitude adjustment. All right. I love it when you show that little attitude. Arms folded across your chest. Lip poked out in a potty fashion, showing me your bratty side. But all I see is a subliminal request to be pinned up against the wall with my hand around your throat, watching that pout change into a lip-biting grin. Staring at you with smoldering intensity, I pull you away from the wall so our lips can create a tunnel where our tongues play. You see, at this moment, I can taste the change in your attitude. Unwrapping my fingers from your throat to grab your hair gently, yet with full authority, exposing your neck. And with vampire-like excitement, I feed on your essence through silky smooth skin, draining any feelings of disobedience. Our nude bodies touch as your back rests on my chest. One hand caressing your breast, the other travels the trail of happiness into a sweet pool of ecstasy as addressed. You see my fingers swim in your oasis. You reach back slowly, stroking, rubbing Olacon across your kicks, grabbing for my locks as you inhale that pleasurable sound of desire. Unhand me. Get in the bed on all fours. Arch it. Spread your knees apart. Just like that. Perfect position to enjoy an appetizer before diving deep into your soul. With my tongue, I brand my name across your yoni, claiming ownership of every drop produced from the fruit that has become part of my daily diet, quenching my lustful thirst as you release your soul. We're not done. Put that arch back like I had it. That's a good girl. Hands gripped on your ass, lifting slightly, sliding slow, skilled strokes that summons a sea of sensuality, soaking my shaft with sweet satisfaction. I dig deeper to unlock Pandora's box, continuously pushing that I love you daddy button until the moment Olacon blesses you, covering your soul with I love you more. See, I love it when you have that little attitude, because I love the way I get to adjust it. Drip.
All right. You ready?
Always.
I'm going to need you to look right here. Okay? I would be addicted if you decided to give me the dick. I think that's a very bold statement, especially to someone like me who loves dickheads. You said that you would kiss and caress all over my body. I think that's kind of cute. But baby, I would inhale you until your balls became an accessory for my chin and your dickhead became one with my esophagus. And I haven't even added suction yet. No tongue or spit, no hand twist or throat tricks, just a tunnel of love for your kids. It's a slow ride, but trust me, you're going to want to strap yourself in. Warning! This ride will be intense. You may experience convulsions, like seizures, lightheadedness, uncontrollable movements of all your limbs, and that's only orgasm number one. Insatiable desires to devour, making you my prey, invoking primal instinct, locking you into place. Uh, uh, Don't run from me. Slow sucking your very essence, providing juicy, wet kisses. As your member passes by my lips, tongue kissing cursive so sexy, you thought I knew how to speak. You thought I know how to speak French. Sélection. Pourtant, je suis sur les ponts de jouy. Hold it. Permission has not been granted as I continue pushing your boundaries. Safe words don't exist. You will learn your role and to address me only as mistress. I would be addicted if you decided to give me the dick. You let this sweet face fool you. I'm a switch, soul-snatching demon, succubus. Every time I decide to wrap my lips around it, you see, I never specified which. Both sets. Torturous. Sucking you into this wet dimension while forcing an outer body experience. Each and every time. Well,
I know what I'm gonna be thinking about. Ooh-wee. Oh shit! This was a fun show.
I thought so.
You calm the fuck down. It's over with. We're about to get offline. You chill the fuck out. Sorry, some people rude, just interrupt conversations. Okay, so please, one more time, please tell everybody where they can follow your opinion. Fuck that glass. You did some shit to me.
Hey, not the turn up. Well, if you would like to follow me, my name is Caramel Kiss 827 on Instagram. I am Mystic, aka PoundCake, and I'm PoundCake only when I'm nasty. You can find me on Facebook at Sarah G. You can find me in these Atlanta streets. You can find me on Clubhouse popping in with my family on the Honey Dripper Poetry Collective scene. You can find me at Sensual Saturdays with our very own Jay Simone. You can find me at The Circle right here in Atlanta. Stupid. You can find me at The Circle right here in Atlanta off of Ralph Abernathy. And you might see me in somebody else's city pretty soon.
Well, I want to say thank you so much for blessing us at the lounge and coming around here setting this bitch on fire. What's up?
You also can find me with my stuff at PPC. And if you don't know what PPC is, that is Poppy's Poetry Corner. You'll catch me on Facebook there. You'll catch me wherever she might be. So I'm sorry. Continue.
And you know what? That's my fault too. I ain't shout out my dog, man. Y'all make sure to tune in. The next season getting ready to start soon. I'll get the right date for y'all for Poppy's Poetry Corner, man. Make sure y'all check that out. That is my family. Love of blood wouldn't make her no closer to me. So again, I want to, and thank you for coming out, man. I want to thank you for blessing the lounge, man. It was an amazing time to actually share the stage with the beautiful and amazing Mystic, aka PoundCake.
Thank you for the invitation. I appreciate it.
No doubt. To the viewers, man, thank you all for showing up each and every week, man. Again, I say it all the time, and I mean it every time. There is no Louisiana Lyricist Lounge without you. So thank you so much for all the support. If you want to support PoundCake Mystic in her poetic journey, Her Cash App is scrolling across with the $ G, that's GEE, Chef, CHEF. And if you want to support the Louisiana Lyricist Lounge, it is $ P dot, not the actual period. I told somebody that, and they say they couldn't find me because they actually hit the period. It's PDOT. Okay, cool. So, okay. Angel
Don't
Kim
hit the
said,
period.
huh?
Don't hit the period.
Yeah, don't hit the period. Don't do that. Angel Kim said that PPP season 3 starts January 8th.
Hey, and that's about to be lit.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope, man. So y'all in for a ride, man. So love you all. Thank you for coming out, man. I'm about to get ready to head to work. Time for me to flip some tires, man. So poets, if you got it on your heart, man, don't hold that shit. Speak that shit. We out. You balling.